You're watching ChillyBoy Productions. I'm Larry ChillyBoy Chilson, and this is my review for Monkey Man. Now, before we get into this review, make sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button down below so that you can chill with me on each and every one of my latest videos. Monkey Man is a 2024 action thriller from first-time director Dev Patel. A young man ekes out a meager existence in an underground fight club where he dons the persona of a monkey man. After years of suppressed rage, he discovers a way to infiltrate the enclave of the city's sinister elite. As his childhood trauma boils over, his mysteriously scarred hands unleash an explosive campaign of retribution to settle the score with the men who took everything away from him. In addition to directing the film, Dev Patel is also the star along Charlotte Copley. The Monkey Man had its premiere at the South by Southwest Film Festival, where it received overwhelmingly positive response from critics and audience members alike. And to be honest, I didn't even need that premiere hype because the trailer already sold me. You have Dev Patel making his directorial debut and starring in this sexy-looking action film. Yeah, I'm ready. Now, if you want to hear my thirsty thoughts, I do have a short review already up on the channel detailing that. But I'm happy to report, as a film itself, Monkey Man did not disappoint. I loved it. So let's go ahead and jump into the positives first. Well, particularly being that he directed the film himself, I was so impressed with Dev Patel's performance. He's always delivering amazing performances whenever I see him in literally any and everything. But this unbridled rage bubbling under the surface was so present in this film. It was a driving force. It was a really layered performance that wasn't only rageful, that wasn't only punch him up type of action hero. It was full of trauma. It was full of suppression. It was fantastic work from Dev Patel. And what a great first feature as a director. This film moves at a nice pace. The action is good enough. We'll get back to the action momentarily, but it's thrilling and it is brutal. Oh my gosh, they go there in this film. But what I really enjoyed with the story itself were the other elements brought in. Not only are we dealing with trauma and we're dealing with a revenge action film, but we're also dealing with a film that's analyzing cult-like behavior, particularly within religious factions. We're dealing with an insidious form of gentrification within the Indian class system, and we're even delving into social norms, sexuality, and being chastised and othered. I really loved what he did with this subset of people who are being vilified and not only just left behind by their people, but abused by their people for being different, and in a lot of ways for presenting outwardly different. It's about identity. There's so much in here to delve into. It's actually quite impressive what he's able to get into this film thematically when its driving force is a pretty straightforward family revenge movie. So I was so impressed with all the different layers, and I loved those characters that we meet in this temple, and I love that they don't turn out to be just passive characters by the end of it. I was so appreciative that they were able to get in on their own retribution in a proactive manner. The action here is mostly filmed quite well, and as I said before, it is very brutal, very realistic, and sometimes get you a little bit squeamish in what they decide to show. But it's freaking awesome. There are some amazing, inventive ways that they handle this action. A lot of folks are comparing this to John Wick. The film actually directly references John Wick. We even introduce a small dog in this film that becomes friends with Dev Patel's character. For the thematic reasons I talked about before, for the heavy cultural impact of this film, I think they are actually quite different. But yeah, this action definitely feels reminiscent of the John Wick films. The score is also great. I thought the cinematography was mostly really well done. All of this accomplished on a $10 million budget is fantastic. So then, what doesn't work so well when it comes to Monkey Man? Well, I alluded to it in my positives. I do think the camera's a little bit shaky. That was the one area as a director. And regarding the cinematography, I think it was a little bit weak. Most of the action is in frame, but there are some moments here where I was just like, whoa, okay, we are like on a whirlwind. The camera is just so frenetic right now. At times, it really worked to enhance the stylization of the film. At other times, it really detracted from what otherwise was an amazing action set piece. And they try to do some cute cuts that the camera work actually backfires. And you're like, oh, no, I know you could just cut there. But again, for a directorial debut that you also are starring in and produced, it's pretty impressive stuff from Dev. I also think the first act takes a little while to get moving until we really start to uncover things. I think the film moves just a tad slow through the setup portion, but oh my gosh, once we hit the gas, it's over with. Even when the film slows down to delve deeper into Patel's past, it doesn't actually affect the pacing of the film. But the first act, it does take a little bit to warm up. But overall, I loved this film. It actually delivered a lot more than I was anticipating on so many different levels. I thought it was emotionally highly successful as we have this pulsing heart through the entirety of this film. I was so impressed with the other themes that were ever present here and how well they were handled. I was entertained, slightly grossed out by some of the action, but then, Dev Patel was there to make sure my eyes never left the screen. It's awesome, it's brutal, it's kick-ass, and yeah, it actually goes a lot deeper than you'd expect from your average revenge action flick. So definitely, if you're not too squeamish, I say run out. Support Monkey Man. This is the type of directorial debut I love to see. I can't wait to jump back into the action with this film again. So please give this a full price ticket. I think you're going to be highly entertained. So that was my review for Monkey Man. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click that like button down below and subscribe to the channel so that you are always up to date on all of my latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Monkey Man, or have you already seen it? Let me know all of your thoughts either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your continued support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.